MGF Custom/Reviews.
What's going on, guys? This is Michael MGF, and today I'm doing something a little bit different from your average custom minifigure showcase or review, as today I'm going to be doing a huge review on various eclipseGRAFX products. And if you don't know who eclipseGRAFX is, Victor is his name. He runs a really awesome website. Link will be in the description below, where he sells custom printed and painted minifigures, custom printed legs, heads, and various other accessories. He's also a reseller of Brick Warriors, Combat Brick, Clone Army Customs, along with Cape Madness, and he also has a few items from Citizen Brick if you're interested in those, and he's just really a great central hub for various custom printed figures and accessories. And I've met Victor several times in person. He's a great friend of mine, and I just really, it's honestly a great pleasure to have a friend like him who just makes some awesome stuff. And yeah, so this review obviously may be a little bit long, as I've got quite a bit to show here, and the figures I'll be reviewing today are his Ateyo Desert Strike Force Laser Beam Test Subject Number 1, along with his Drifter, and all of which are highly detailed, and the printing on all of them is absolutely phenomenal. But as you can see, he also has printed legs that I'll be reviewing here, printed drinks, which is honestly really unique and really original, and various printed heads. And what I really love about Victor's work is all of it is just really useful. If you just take a look at these heads, for Modern Combat fans, my god, could you not ask for more? It's just really insane work that he's got going on here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start with Ateyo. It's a little bit different putting custom figures that aren't actually mine on my little 360 base here, but hey, that's okay, because these are awesome, and really some amazing figures here. And of course, Ateyo here is just really unique with all that printing. You can see that printing does flow on the arms, the back of the torso, the back of the legs, the belt, the torso. Did I say torso? I don't know, but and you can see the head. Just really some amazing detail, and the designs that were printed onto this minifigure are really incredible. So I really have to commend Victor on that, because the attention to detail and accuracy is just immense. And I really I cannot emphasize that enough. If you just take a look at all that, just really looks fantastic, and all of the different straps and the different clothing printed on just really looks fantastic. And the best part about all of this is that it does actually have texture. So when you feel the figure, run your finger across it, you can actually feel all of the printing, and it kind of like pops out. It's a really nice texture and just a really overall great effect. And then you see it does in fact come with a brick forged spear. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot the actual name of that spear, but it does look great and adds that much more to the figure. And giving you one more look, you can see the back here also looks fantastic with the strap right there. And what's really cool about this figure is the printing on the legs, and just something that's really unique about Victor's figures is that, unlike most, the printing, not on this figure, but in some cases, does actually continue inside of the legs. So that is really awesome. And you can see he does actually have a double-sided face. This one is obviously more aggressive and just honestly really fantastic. So putting the hairpiece back on, you can see this figure is just absolutely immense with all the detail and likeness to the characters in Avatar, and just really honestly my favorite figure that I have from Victor. And then we have Laser Beam, who is really Cyclops from the X-Men Marvel Comics, and just a really fantastic rendition of the character. And what I really love about the printing is, usually when you have a solid color like yellow blending with a solid color like blue, usually the yellow in this case would probably look faded, but that's something I immediately noticed about this figure, is that the printing still continues to look amazing. And that's something I really have to commend Victor and his team on, because it just looks amazing. And then you can see the muscle arms is that's a really nice touch, and that's something that Victor's really famous for on his figures, is adding those little black lines on the arms that just make the figure look that much more realistic and just add that much more to the figure overall. And you can see the detail on the front of the torso is absolutely immense. I don't even know where to begin. It's just really amazing with the yellow strap and all the details on there. The red circular thing on the strap, I don't even know what it's called, but it is just really amazing. And you can see all the muscles on the front of the torso there as well, and the details on the legs there with these straps, just really amazing. Then you can see the hairpiece is obviously the standard dark brown hairpiece, but for this character that would obviously be the best choice. But now that we have the hairpiece off, you can see the best look at the head here. I don't actually know what the goggles on Cyclops are called. If you know, be sure to leave that in the comment section below, because I totally don't know. But either way, they are portrayed amazingly on this figure, and just really an amazing figure overall, and a great representation of Cyclops from the Marvel Universe, and just a really nice use of straps and pouches, and just the design of this figure is amazing, and that's why it is the second favorite figure of mine from eclipseGRAFX. I know there are a lot of Portal fans out there, so test subject number 1 is just honestly ideal for you. If you love Lego, you love Portal, this is definitely the figure for you. I myself have never actually played Portal, but I know a decent amount about it, and you can see this is definitely a great portrayal of the character with some absolutely fantastic designs, and you can see the logo on the torso there, absolutely amazing. Then you can just see all the detail is really expressed on this basic kind of outfit, is just really portrayed amazingly. Then you can see the printing on the legs, the orange legs is also really nice. You've got some nice ripples on her pants there to make it look that much more realistic, and just what I really love about these figures is how they kind of look like something that you could see as an actual Lego figure, but hey, these are honestly more detailed than anything we'd see Lego make. Anyway, you can see that the hairpiece is a basic ponytail hairpiece, but obviously that is the best choice as it is the most accurate, and then you have the basic female Princess Leia / Princess Tamina head that we've seen all across the different Lego sets. But definitely a great figure, and I'd have to recommend it, especially to fans of Portal. The Desert Strike Force is really awesome, and it has a really amazing amount of camouflage all printed on, and it just looks phenomenal. And this one actually has a wider variety of accessories, those accessories being a Brick Arms XMP, definitely an amazing weapon. And then you see it does also have a Brick Arms Modern Combat helmet, and on top of that Modern Combat helmet you have a set of Brick Forge helmet goggles, and then you can see it does also have a Brick Forge gun holster, and in that gun holster you have a Brick Arms M9 pistol. So quite a few accessories with this one, but as you can see, the printing on this one, just like all of these figures, is absolutely amazing, but especially with this one, because you can see all of that camouflage really stands out. It makes this figure look like the ultimate modern combat figure, and then you can see it does actually have kind of like a backpack printed onto there, and once again, highly detailed, fantastically designed. And I must admit, kind of a disappointment that the mouth does show through in the back there, but not to worry, because this figure is amazing and you can easily overlook that. And you can see he does actually have a wide variety of pouches and other different details on the torso. Gosh, there's so much detail, I can't even make out some of it. It's just really intense and amazing design by Victor. And you can see the legs are actually a set of Modern Combat legs, but they're exclusive to this figure because they actually have the same camouflage spreading all over the figure on them. So really awesome there. And you can see the printing does actually continue onto the back of the legs here. And what I was saying before is sometimes the printing actually goes into the insides of the legs, and you can see that is utilized right there, and that is just really intense and amazing, and just a really cool touch to those of you who notice the detail like that. And you can see the pouches on the belt too also look phenomenal, and just overall a really detailed figure. But of course the head is double-sided. This is just like an official Lego Power Miners head. It might not be a Power Miners head. I think that's what it's from, but I'm not absolutely sure. But you can see the other side of the head is a more aggressive kind of facial expression, so that is pretty cool. And then you can see if we go ahead and pull the M9 pistol out, you can see actually real quick, now that I have the gun holster kind of subdued here, you can see the pouch right there on the side does also look absolutely phenomenal. But getting the M9 pistol out of there is kind of a little bit tough because the gun holster is made out of rubber, but getting it out of there and putting it in his hand, now we've got him dual wielding an assault rifle and a pistol, so he is definitely quite the Lego badass. Last but not least, for the custom minifigures, we have the Drifter. And the Drifter is kind of like what a mercenary would kind of look like in an apocalyptic scenario. But either way, he does offer a nice wide variety of accessories as well. Those accessories being a Brick Army. And Brick Army is actually another third-party Lego vendor. He offers some pretty awesome plastic-injected weapons, similar to that of Brick Arms, but not exactly the same, as they're a little bit more detailed, kind of over-detailed in my opinion. But I mean, they are still really awesome and definitely make this this figure come full circle. And you can see this one is actually the Brick Army L85A2. It's a little bit of a hard name to remember there, but my favorite feature to that would definitely have to be the scope right here and the texturing here. But anyway, you can see it does also have a Brick Army Tactical Tomahawk. So that is pretty cool, and you can see the tattoos on the arms of this figure are also very nice, as they definitely add a nice kind of, I guess you could say, he's kind of like a gangster kind of feel, if you will. But you can see that the head is actually a Prince of Persia head, and the hairpiece is also a Prince of Persia hair, which is actually, I mean, it's been used many times before, but it's actually a hairpiece introduced with Dastan in the Prince of Persia sets. But you can see this is, of course, also a Prince of Persia head, but definitely makes this figure look great and very menacing, especially with those eyes. And you can see it does actually have a minifig cat gas mask, so gas masks are always cool. And the torso, actually, from what I've been told, is supposed to represent Marcus from Gears of War. So Gears of War fans out there, definitely jump on this opportunity. And you can see the back of the torso also is very nice, and you may not be able to tell right off the bat, but if I go ahead and just zoom in a bit, you can see there's actually, it's not actually a texture you can feel, but there is actually kind of a texture effect printed onto the torso. So that is really cool, and that is, of course, on the other side of the torso. And what's also very cool is that texturing kind of effect does continue to the sides of the torso. So really interesting effect there, something I've never seen utilized on any custom figure, but definitely very cool. And you can see the belt does have a nice buckle on it with some pouches there. And then you can see the legs are also very cool in a dark tan color with some blood splattering on them, and just various amounts of ripples and details in the pouch right there with more blood splattered onto it. And then you can see the back of the legs is also very nice, and just like I mentioned before, the printing does actually continue on into the interior of the legs. If you can see that, there it is there, and it definitely looks really cool, but it's just kind of a little bit dark in there, so I apologize if my camera didn't pick it up for you. But you can see this figure is definitely really cool and ideal for any apocalyptic Lego builders. So there is the Drifter. Here's a look at all the exclusive packaging cards and trading cards that are included with these figures, and the backs of each. So we've got the Drifter, the Desert Strike Force, Laser Beam, and then of course the trading cards, which have a brief description of the figures. So very cool there, and just some really awesome packagings. The drinks and the Brick Cheese candy bar, there's actually another candy bar that Victor does offer on his site. I myself didn't actually get that one, but I do have the Brick Cheese one right here to show you. But anyway, to start off, we have the Star Blocks Frosty Brew, and it's honestly, these drinks are just really ingenious and creative. And you can see he pretty much takes the Starbucks logo and makes it in a Lego form and has it printed onto a tan 1x1 cylinder piece. And then of course you have the actual brew on the top right here, and that just really looks very realistic to what it actually looks like, the actual drink. And just some really interesting printing apps on this one. So just really cool. And obviously you don't get a free laser beam with every accessory, but I'm just kind of using him as a dummy for this segment. And then you can see, then we also have the Star Blocks Hot Brew, and I just really love the logos and how he just completely reforms them into a Lego form. And then you can see some really nice printing on the top here. It actually says caution hot on the very top there. So that is very cool, and just really nice little touch there, and just really cool accessory. And then we have the Brick Cola, and obviously this is Coca-Cola, but of course with the awesome different design for the actual logo, and that's just really awesome. And you can see it does actually have the printing on the top there, and these are actually pad printed, so the printing doesn't really get any better than what you see on these drink accessories. So really awesome stuff here. And then you can see that we have the Pepsi, which is actually in this case called the Brixie, apparently. And once again, really cool. And you can see instead of the Pepsi circle, you have a actual Lego head, and that's really ingenious. And you have the exact same printing on the top as you do from the Brick-A-Cola. And then you have Mountain Dew, but in this case, Brick Dew. And pretty hilarious, just really, like I said, ingenious and original, and very creative. And of course it has the same printing on the top of the can, so just really cool stuff. And the drinks are just really ingenious. And then we have the only candy bar that I'll be reviewing today, which is the Brickshees bar, and it is just really cool, really nice imitation of the Hershey's bar. You can see he's got the logo down and everything, and even the little details right there. And it even says, instead of like the obvious, instead of the basic information, it actually says right there, you can see that 3 studs, and you can see it says brick chocolate. It's really, really cool, and that's printed onto a 1x2 dark brown tile. So that's pretty much it for the accessories, the little printed accessories that are obviously pretty much like a Lego version of the basic drinks and candy bars that we consume on a daily basis. So just really, really, really awesome accessories, and once again, very, very creative. Alright, now onto the printed heads. The printed heads are just really, really useful, especially for those of you who like to make modern combat minifigures and mocks. And you can see that this one, which is actually my favorite one, really resembles that of a Ghost Recon Future Soldier head. And you can see the glasses right there, really nice. They have the HUD printed on the headset. You got some facial hair right here. You also have the glare on the glasses. Just a really, really interesting head, and really does look fantastic on the Desert Strike Force minifigure. If you go ahead and try out this combination, just really awesome there. And my God, this really, what I'm doing here really feels like the old style of when I'd review Lego sets. But anyway, you can see the next head is kind of like that head that Lego has produced before, but instead it's like Victor's own take on it with the flesh color, and of course printed onto a dark tan head. And that's something else that's really a nice benefit to Victor's heads, is that they all come in various colors, and what I'm showing you is not even all of them. So that's another reason why you're going to want to take a look at Victor's site and see all the colors that he does in fact offer. And then this head is very cool. As you can see, it does have its own share of detail with the white printed onto the goggles there, the strap right there, just really awesome head printed onto a dark bluish gray head. So that's awesome, and of course that comes in various other colors, and you can see that, like an example of that would be this one, which actually is in light bluish gray. And once again, there are more and more and more colors than that, just really a wide variety of colors that Victor does offer on his website, eclipseGRAFX.com, of course. And then you can see the this head, which is actually a printed on tan. A tan head is really awesome, as it has the same kind of glare effect that the others have on the glasses there, and just really awesome head there. And then you can see the next one, which is actually the last but not least. This is pretty much a rendition of the other head that Lego has actually produced before. It's kind of like a yellow head with some camouflage on the face, and pretty much that's what this is, but obviously printed on a flesh head. So if you guys love that head and want to have it in flesh, this is your opportunity, because this one is definitely really awesome, and it does actually have even more color than that head does. So really awesome head there. But other than that, that's really about it for all these printed heads that I'll be reviewing today. They are all really awesome, and once again, these are offered in a wide variety of colors. What I showed here today is far from what he has to offer, so that's another reason, like I said, to check out his site at eclipsebricks.com. But yeah, there you go. For the printed legs, we're going to start off with the combat legs, and you can see these are just really great and just highly useful. I mean, if you might have trouble, like I myself, I like to paint my legs, but I actually use them on a couple figures, so I'll give you a look at it in just a second. But, I mean, if you have trouble making your own figures, this would definitely prove to be of some use to you, because as you can see, just the general concept of like your basic knee pads and your basic buckles, this would definitely be of use to really any genre in the Lego community. And you can see the detail is just really great and fantastically printed on. There isn't any real printing on the sides or the back, but that's okay, because honestly this is kind of like a standard infantry kind of leg, if you will. Then you can see the back of the belt right there does have a nice amount of pouches there, and yeah, so there is the first color of the combat legs, and of course this is offered in various colors, those colors being dark bluish gray, of course, tan, dark tan, and more. Honestly, these legs, they come in various colors, and I myself don't even possess all of them, but once again, if you'd like to get a look at all the colors that these legs do come in, be sure to check out Victor's site at eclipsebricks.com. Once again, link will be in the first link in the description below. I myself actually use Victor's combat legs and muscle arms on my Bane Dark Knight Rises Christo figure, and obviously the Bane torso and head is not included, and neither are the arms with the combat legs. This is just pretty much me showing you what possible use could be for you and what I use them for. So I do actually have one other use for them. and that use being one of my Modern Combat figures that I made last year, and definitely looks great on this figure, and this is just obviously one of the basic examples of what you could do with these legs. And once again, none of this is included or sold by Victor. This is just this entire half of the figure, and the weapon is completely mine. So there you go. And then we have the Halo legs, and these are, I don't know where to begin. The detail just doesn't, and like these are just absolutely insane. I mean, I don't know where to begin. There is just so much detail on pretty much all aspects of the legs. It even has the printing that does continue into the interior of the legs, which is absolutely insane. You can see all the black detail printed on. It's just really, I mean, I don't have words. It's just too much detail. Like, you don't even see this amount of detail on my own painted figures. Like, this is just absolutely intense, and would absolutely easily top off your Halo figures. So Halo fans out there, this is definitely something you're not going to want to miss out on, because I mean, these actually sell out relatively quickly, as there were some colors on his site that I actually myself wanted to pick up but wasn't able to, as like I said, these sell out pretty quickly. But these do come in a wide variety of colors, and those colors being white, of course, blue, red, and many others. And like I said, I didn't get to pick up all the colors, so this is all I have to show you for this review. But once again, like I said, I definitely recommend you check out his site at eclipseGRAFX.com to get a look at all the colors that these awesome legs do come in. So really some amazing printed legs by Victor, and would definitely top off any figure from Modern Combat to sci-fi to you name it. You can probably find a use for these legs, as that's what they're meant to do. And these little black 2x2 printed tiles are just really cool. You can see it is pretty much like a hand scan, a security kind of defense mechanism printed onto these little accessories. And these not accessories, these little tiles. And they're just really, really awesome. So you can see it actually does say hand scan on there. You got a Lego hand. Just really nice touch, and just an overall great design, and is definitely very useful for mocks especially. Here's a cool little use for them that I just figured out. The hand scan does look really great on the computer of the Malibu Mansion Attack. And once again, Malibu Mansion Attack and Tony Stark not included.
So I see your coffee's a bit cold there. I could heat it up, even though it wouldn't make that much of a difference, considering it wouldn't be the only one who's hot here. What, you didn't like the joke? What are you doing?
Oh God, why?
Alright guys, so that about wraps it up for this review, and I know it might have been a little bit long, but hey, there was a lot of awesome stuff to cram into this review, and I'm just really glad I was able to do this review, as Victor really does offer this community some of the highest quality products. And definitely take a look at his website. Link to it will be in the description below. It'll be the first link there, and yeah, so if you found this review informative, and if you obviously might have taken an interest now in Victor's products, if you haven't already, definitely leave a like below, as it does go a long way. And yeah, I'd love to hear your opinion in the comment section below as well, if it's not too much to ask. But anyway, alright, I think I'll end it off there, and I'll see you later. Alright, bye! MGF and Ateyo. Oh, damn it. Guys, this is Michael MGF. Damn it. Products include printed and painted figure. Well, damn it. A little bit different, as. Oh, damn it, I failed on the little zooming thing there. No. A little bit different. Damn it, I failed on the zoom thing again. Another custom Lego thing. It's a really. The noise just doesn't stop. Oh my god. And then you can see the goggles that kind of make him. And then we have why did I totally? God. But now that we have. Damn. Arms Modern Combat helmet. I apologize if there is. Okay. Drifter. Oh God. I just found out by turning it over. Damn it! Sounding like an idiot. Paint mines, my blah, 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 blah.